Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 21st, 2025 new moon reading for you. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, interesting. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, okay. It's a complex time, and yet this moon seems to be a complex time for everybody. This is the new moon in Virgo. It is also the Virgo portal, so that is really quite cool, meaning that we are in a time where this is the last new moon in Virgo. We've had 2 new moons in Virgo, so it's really given us this deeper sense of healing, this deeper sense of connection of what we want to create and cultivate on the earthly plane, in a place of prosperity, in a place of success. And also here, Scorpio, like the 5 of Pentacles, is this real sense of walking away from poverty, doubt, and fear. All right, so what you're going to see here is that you have been through a financially difficult time, or money, or what you value as much as money, has been difficult. It has been upsetting. It has been overwhelming. And now you're going to find that, and it's almost, there's a sense also that what should have protected you didn't, like it didn't do its job. So just being aware of that. You do have support, but you see here, I always think of this as like a Tiny Tim, right, in A Christmas Carol, but like you have somebody who is supporting you, who is there with you, but they might feel like this is an extra burden instead of the support and the help that I need. So there can be a bit of a struggle or a bit of a resentment with somebody who has your back, who is right there by your side, but you can be a little bit like short or quick with this person. And it's like, no, don't be, step back, you are protected and you are okay. What was supposed to help you didn't. And it opened up new ideas and new understandings for you. And it led you on a path that you hadn't expected that you would go on, with prosperity and with success. Now, what you're going to have a challenge with is that everything's going to start to move really, really quickly. And you could be like, whoa, 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 let's calm down. Let's slow it down, please and thank you. But that quick energy, you are going to adapt. It's not like, oh my gosh, you're going to let it all fall away. But just that things start to change, and when they start to change, it happens fast. So just be aware of it. It's going to kind of take you off guard, because it's like things were going at a slow pace, like monotonous, glacially. But now, as it picks up, it just takes you by surprise. It's like, oh, I wasn't quite ready for this, but you will be. You will handle it quite well, because as you see here, the King of Pentacles is the energy you need to focus on. This is Virgo energy. We are in a Virgo new moon. We are at the end of the Virgo time period, prosperity, success, the harvest of the apples coming in. If you, like, I live in New England, and we have harvest season coming with apple picking, and I love that. I love going on, a little, what is it, like hayride? There we go. And going to the orchard and picking apples. It's just so cute. And then here we have our dreams coming forward. We have prosperity with the wheat that is around us. And so there is prosperity, there is success, there is bounty, there is abundance. And there is a real sense of being the ruler of your own kingdom. Because kings, we see kings and we go, oh yeah, those are rulers. So we're taking the stereotypical, definition of things during this time of kings and queens and knights. But what we're going to see here is that we're moving forward towards success. And we're also preparing ourselves for kind of a bit like the warm, like needing to be warm, needing to be cozy. He has this cloak on that looks like brown fuzziness, right? It looks like it is a warm, cozy, cloak that he has on. So we're preparing ourselves for the success as we enter our time of harvest. Now, if we are in the southern hemisphere, we are preparing ourselves for a time of success as we're preparing to take off that heavy, warm cloak and step into summer. Just depends on where you are in the world. It depends on how we're going to go about embracing the success that is coming our way. We're going to nurture it and watch it grow in little plants, under sunlights in the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere, we are going to plant those trees outside and watch them grow and watch them take root. And that is the beautiful thing. Or we're planting the seeds, whatever we want to harvest. And and watch grow. Now, we've also walked away from something we once thought we would love. There's an ending of a cycle that has happened with the Eight of Cups. Like, I'm done. This is done. That's it. Now, the Eight of Cups, you've heard me say this, and you'll hear other readers say it. The Eight of Cups can be an ending as severe as a divorce. I have come to see the Eight of Cups as an ending of a cycle, an ending of a way that we thought would work, or it used to work, and now it's not. And now we're walking away from what we once thought we would love, and we're walking towards what we truly love now, what's right for us. And we've had a bit of seeking. We've had a bit of discovery, during this time. Heck, it could have been over the last 8 months that we've been really trying to work things out. Now it's clicking, and we're like, oh, I can see it. It makes sense. You are really going to have power and prosperity come forward for you during the full moon, which is in about 15 days. So it's not that long of a wait at all. A new moon is really preparing us, setting us up for the course. Now, why there's a bit of chaos in this reading is because also we're in eclipse season. And eclipse season always brings with it a bit of chaos, a bit of overwhelmed. It's just a bit intense. On the same day as this new moon in Virgo, in this Virgo portal moon, this rare second Virgo moon, new moon, all right, we also have a partial solar eclipse. So it brings the chaos, it brings the intensity, it makes things move really fast, but it also turns things on its head because it can, and it makes it giggle, So here we're walking away from something that doesn't work anymore. We're also taking the reins of what used to be uncontrollable, used to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. It used to be emotionally, astoundingly overwhelming. And this is with the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. Time frame is June 21st to July 22nd. You could have started taking the reins around then and really seen yourself, stepping more and more into a role of power, of positivity, of determination, of focus, of insight. This is Mamanan, the god of the sea. So you are taking the sea, which is uncontrollable and vast, and you are able to control it. I always think of these horses made out of sea foam as, the last unicorn, when the unicorns were all driven into the sea. And I think of it as that, like, what is beautiful and enchanting that we drove away from ourselves for one reason or another. Our society drove away from us. And now we are connecting with it again. We are connecting with the wildness and the beauty. And also, the mythos where Venus was created out of sea foam, where something beautiful comes out of something so like fleeting. Foam, the sea foam is fleeting, gets washed into the water, but also it's not that pretty. When you're looking at it, I always thought, oh, sea foam, because of the myth of Venus. I was like, oh, it always has to be so beautiful. And then you go to the sea and you're watching it and you're like, not always. No, it can be icky sometimes. So it can't even be icky experiences that we don't want anymore. Now we have created into something so much vaster, so much more. The repeat of the number 8 and the fact that this is a Virgo time period, very practical, very stable, very, a certain way type of energy that comes forward with earth sign energy, but especially with Virgos, like very kind of, they can be militant at times, very much like you do it like this and do it like that. And those are the rules, and that's the way it is done. We can really kind of buy into that energy during this time, or have a bit, it's not buying into it. It's rebelling against it and yet wanting to follow it at the exact same time. So do be aware of that push and pull. With the 5 of Cups, we have the 3 cups that are spilt. We have heartbreak, we have pain, we have disappointment. We have those who just weren't able to raise their glass to us, to celebrate us, to rejoice in our heart and in our love. And we can look at this for the rest of our lives, and it can define our whole entire future. Turning around and seeing the healing, beautiful love of the 2 of Cups, that's going to transform our lives, and that's going to transform us. It brings us then to the 3 of Cups, not spilt, not reversed, not in a place of toxicity, but in a place of celebration and success. The advice for this time is to celebrate, is to raise your face towards the moon and take in the darkness that is this new moon, and the darkness that is also, don't look at the eclipse, that's bad for your eyes, but also the darkness that comes with a partial eclipse, that there is a deeper insight, a deeper knowing, a deeper knowledge coming our way. It is time to celebrate it. It is time to dance, and it is time to laugh, and it is time to rejoice, because as we do, the energy that is around us is the Queen of Wands, fire and passion, insight and understanding. We are seeing ourselves blossom more and more. We are seeing ourselves embrace our magic. Our hearts are leading us, like her shoes are blue. And I always see that as, first of all, the throat chakra, right? Our voice is leading us, but also our heart, our emotion, water energy. Pisces, you are water energy. So that energy of the heart, that energy of connection is leading you forward. It brings us then to this place, like the environment is that of magic. Like this is a time that you can create with your passion, with your tenacity, because that's what the wands are. They're the passion that get us out of bed in the morning, or that keep us going after our responsibilities are done, right? After, you've gotten up, you've done what you needed to do. And then it's like either it could be a drudge to go to work, or there can be a rejoicing, because then you'll be able to have that time in the evening to do what you truly love, or because what you do for work is what you truly love. It just depends on how, life has worked its way out and come into your existence. It moves us to the Knight of Wands, passion and fire, success and prosperity. We are moving forward, and we are afraid of anger and like anger and force taking over, right? I'll prove to you. And living for somebody else, living our lives to prove to somebody else that we have made it, that we're successful, that we're prosperous, that we've done the things that we are supposed to do. And here with the Knight of Wands, our hope is to move forward in passion, to move forward protecting our queen, protecting our goal, also protecting our king, because that's what knights did as well, protecting our goal, protecting our tenacity, being fiery, but being creative, not angry and manipulative, but fiery, creative, beautiful, and moving forward in that beauty of energy. Because we have as the outcome the Ace of Wands, and we most definitely take this outcome, even though at times we fear it, we are overwhelmed by it. And the Ace of Wands is fire and passion, success and prosperity. It is joy, it is determination, it is the beauty and passion of our world coming forward and being just absolutely celebrated within ourselves. It is that torch within the darkness that illuminates the light, that illuminates the night, and has us walking forward in confidence. And that is what this new moon brings us. It brings us a confidence that we have been searching for. It brings us a steadiness and a deeper understanding and a healing that we have longed for so long. Things are going to start to click. This is the moon where you say, like, I don't know what changed, but like, some things just started to click, or things just started to fall in place. You will see, if you pay attention now, you will see that what you're working towards, the goals that you have, because a new moon is all about setting our goals, right? And looking at what it is that we want. You will see that it starts now, that things start to click into place. You start to really see what you want, what you're going for, what you're passionate about comes into light, into focus, into fruition, and moves you forward. Kind of like this golden string guiding you. It moves us then to our Luna message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Yeah, that's it. Guide this reading. Oh, goodness, as everything falls. And show me clearly, angels. Ooh, all right. We should also have this one. Yeah, there we go. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, I love this. I love this where you have that connection with that Cancer energy here. So as you blossom, you and your loved ones are safe. What you truly want, like what you're truly protecting, what's truly sacred to you is safe. So that's perfect. The resilience that you have had, like you've had energy that's tried to crush you. You've had things that have tried to hold you back and knock you down. Now you show the world the real you. Now you move forward and you say, but this is who I am. I'm not hiding anymore. I'm not embarrassed about it. As long as you're moving forward in love, in gentleness, in kindness, in respect, you move forward in that tenacity, in that understanding. You show the world the real you. You show yourself the real you, and it transforms. The assessing, you're looking at the bigger picture. Emotions are running high. Yes, most definitely they are. It brings out the extremes, but don't let pride get in your way. Okay? Extremes come forward. You can let them wash over you, or you can look at them and be like, is this extreme what I want to be feeling? Like, am I angry about this? Or am I just wild up because somebody else is all round up? You're blossoming into the person that you want to be. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your stage in life. We are always becoming more of what we dream. And it moves us then to know that we are safe. We are safe. We are protected. The world might be crazy. But here, you and your loved ones are safe. doesn't mean to do crazy things, but it does mean that there is a protection and a guidance over you during this time that is comforting. It moves us to our spirit message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the fairy tales, okay? I love fairy tales, as you probably have noted. I love fairy tales. This is going to be a time where connecting with old stories, mythos and mythologies, fairy tales, folklores, can be really beneficial. You can find a lot of wisdom in them. But you can also connect with the stories that you loved when you were little, and now you can return to them, open up the pages of the books or turn on the movies, watch the shows, and see what really inspired you. What was what caught your imagination? What caught your heart during that time? And it's opening up that door to it. It moves us then to the chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is dreams. This is the third eye chakra. Spirit is going to talk to you a lot through your dreams. Be aware. Scorpio, spirit already talks to you a lot through your dreams, through your daydreams, through your connection with the world, because the veil is thin with you. The veil is thin with you, and it always has been. It can be something you rebelled against when you were younger because you didn't understand. And it can be something that you rebel against now because that's where you are in your journey, and that is okay. But as you connect deeper with your dreams, deeper with the knowledge of spirit, doors start to open in the most spectacular of ways. And you see yourself spectacularly moving forward in confidence. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is the 8 of Cups. Be mindful of not walking away from something, like of sitting there and saying, nope, this will work. I will make it work. Now, I want to, there's a caveat to this, right? Spirit is subnoting this and saying, listen, sometimes you need to stay with something, even though it's not making sense. But this is something where either it's an emotional response of either I'm walking away from this and it's done, it's over, and you regret it because you made that decision too hastily, or it's like I'm making this work, and it's just not where you are anymore. It's just not right. But it's kind of like trying to shove your feet into two small shoes. I mean, it's just not going to work, and it's going to give you a headache. At least small shoes always give me a headache. So here with the 8 of Cups, just be aware that you might have a emotional response, and you might be doing something out of anger, out of chaos, chaos of emotion. And if you calm things down and center yourself, you'll have a different response. So don't act instantaneously during this time. That's also here with the 8 of Wands. Everything's moving so fast, you can feel overwhelmed. You could just be reacting to that speed that you weren't quite ready for. And also it can be that, it could be just you reacting very quickly to things. And Spirit's like, hey, slow it down, calm it down, center yourself. That's going to be really important here as well. Because the chaos of an eclipse can make us very reactionary. It moves us then to our spirit message. And this is radiant. Let yourself be radiant. Let yourself shine. Let yourself, in all your quirkiness, in all your, moving to the beat of your own drum. You're here because you're not mainstream. You're here because you're seeking something more than what this crazy world is offering us right now. And as you connect with your heart, and as you let yourself shine, you're truly connecting to love, to compassion, to an honor of being. And that is radiant. And that has you shining in a way that is spectacular. It moves us then to the chakra energy of self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra. And you are seeing yourself being guided forward, mastering yourself, mastering what it is that you want, knowing what it is that you desire by listening to your gut, your second brain. You are finding that there is wisdom and deeper understanding guiding you. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. Yeah, that's what didn't we just connect this to the 8 of Wands here? And it's doing the same thing. So yeah, just be mindful of things moving too quickly, being too staunchly it has to be this way type of energy, type of deal, and it's just overwhelming. So just be aware of that during this time, that we can be a little bit too reactionary. Calming things down, centering ourselves, listening to our hearts might not be what we want to do in the moment because the other person isn't, and why should we? but it is going to pay off in the long run. It moves us then to our subconscious Luna message, which is wisdom. And it is a time to give rather than take. So it's a time to give of healing and connection rather than just taking it all in and being like, okay, like, how do I work with this energy? It's time to let our own creative energy come forward and let the radiance of connection be a part of us. It moves us then to the King of Swords, knowing our mind, knowing our voice, cutting through doubts and fears and negativities, hurts, pains, and disappointments. We aren't going to say everything. You know, the King has his armor on, so he is guarding his mind. He doesn't let everybody know everything, and he has earned his place. He has put in his 10,000 hours. He has become a master of what he desires, and we're going to see that for ourselves. We have put in the time, we have put in the energy, and by being confident of spirit, and also by saying, I'm building a kingdom, no matter if that is a kingdom of like 1 or a kingdom of 2, it doesn't really matter. It could be you and your cat, like, that's awesome, but you are building your kingdom. And as you build that kingdom, you are embracing your soul and your purpose, your love and your passion. And you are being more open and honest with yourself than you ever were before. You're stepping into that third eye chakra energy that cloaks him, but also that energy, that color, you know, that purple, that blue is astoundingly expensive in the ancient world. You know, there was a reason why, you know, armies wore red coats. That was also another astoundingly expensive, you know, fabric. The army, I think, wore red, right, in England, and the Navy wore blue. Very expensive, very, very rare colors. It set you apart. And as you connect with your dreams, as you connect with your inner desires, you're setting yourself apart. And as you embrace your own voice and your own, like, imagination, but like the dream that you have for your life, and so then the soul's purpose that you were put here for, you're setting yourself apart from the herd, and you are truly embracing life in the most magnificent way. All right. And as I just had a blue jay land outside, I think this is a spectacular point to end this reading. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, Scorpio. May blessings and healing always be with you. May you have a blessed new moon and a blessed life. Bye.